There's a story in the scriptures, and it's called the parable of the unmerciful servant. Matthew 18:21-35, if you're curious, because I'm just going to paraphrase it to you. And it's the story of a lady that comes to Jesus, and she is so moved by his forgiveness and his grace that she brings an alabaster jar, and she breaks it and she pours it upon the feet of Jesus, and she's weeping, and she then begins to take her hair and she wipes off his feet, and she is in essence worshiping him and giving him thanks for what he did for her. And there was the owner of the house. He was a Pharisee. He was a religious leader. And he thought to himself, he said, if he knew who that was and what kind of things she's been doing, how horrible of a sinner she is, he would not be letting her do that. And Jesus, being Jesus, knew what Simon was thinking, and he said, hey, let me tell you a story. And he says, there's a story of a guy who owed this small debt. And he was in trouble because he couldn't pay back that small debt. And so the guy that he owed the debt to came to him and he said, hey, look, here's the deal. You owe me this, but I'm going to forgive it, and you no longer owe it to me. And that guy was like, yes, this is a good day. That's amazing. There's no way I could pay that back. Thank you so much. And then this guy goes to another guy who owes him money, and he won't forgive the debt. And instead, he throws him in jail and refuses to forgive him. And Jesus said this, he who is forgiven of much will love much, but he who is forgiven of little will love little. Isn't it amazing that God can forgive us of our sin, our debt, but we have a hard time forgiving other people of theirs? And we feel so justified in it because we think, well, you don't know what they did. I have no idea what they did. But it doesn't mean that we can circumnavigate what Jesus has asked us to do, which is forgive others as we have been forgiven.